Hi, welcome again to the new session. This is going to be about reward management and recognition. This is another important session. Reward management is something that all of the organizations are supposed to focus very specifically if they want to motivate their employees, if they want to motivate them to stay in the company, if they want them to put more efforts for the organizational purposes. Normally, this is a kind of process that consists of analyzing and controlling employee remuneration, compensation, and all of the other benefits for the employees. So that's why we actually manage and come up with the proper rewards to the deserving people in the organization. And why this is important, if you ask me this question, this is very important because you're looking for good performance, and good performance is really vital to motivating and retaining talent. And when employees are rewarded for their efforts, they're likely to become more loyal, and they are likely to become more productive. And we all, you as HR professional, you are supposed to learn this, that you, if you really looking for to have the greater productivity in the organization, you need productive employees, and they are only possible, and this only possible when you try to give them proper rewards in the company. And there are many other things we can talk about the reward management. And one of the thing which I like is that the compensation reward system always play a vital role in a business organization, and most of the organization, but definitely because business productivity we always look for. So that's why we are supposed to have all of the employees motivated. And reward management is concerned with the formulation and implementation of strategies and policies that actually focus to reward people fairly, equitably, and consistently in accordance with their value of the organization. And now, these things which I have just talked about are the things which we need to learn and we need to apply in the organizations. And this will give us a sense of proper management of people's behavior, and properly utilizing the motivational theories to make people stay in your company. So this is just a basic concept that I have just told you about reward management. Recognition is another thing that you appreciate the employee's efforts. You appreciate somebody's productivity, somebody's productive approach, somebody's productive behavior to the organization. So reward management and productive management is about motivating employees, recognizing their efforts. And once you do this, then employees will be motivated. And of course, they're more likely to be more loyal and more productive in the workplace. Now, here you need to understand, and this is going to be very interesting for you, reward management. Why? Normally, we all human beings are motivated by three things. Normally, this is philosophy around the world. And you, as a learner, and as this professional diploma learner, you need to understand, you might have observed these things, that normally there are many things you can talk about, but these are the basic and very foundational kind of aspects for making people motivated in the company. Now, number one, look at the psychology of employees, of human beings. Look at the psychology by which you can motivate your employees. Look, the first point: pleasure seeker, comfort seeker. Normally, human beings are always looking for pleasure work, task, easy work, comfortable work, a comfortable environment. You might have seen most of the people, they want a comfortable environment. They don't want any control on them. They don't want anybody to overcome them. They don't want any interference. They look for comfortable things. They don't want tensions. They don't want pressures. All of these things are possible. Sometimes you can't help actually other than to give pressure to them to complete the deadlines. But human nature is that they are always at the pleasure side, at the comfortable side to work in the organization. And this is the reason that some of the companies, they really don't understand, and they want to give more pressure to employees, and employees are not motivated. So you have to keep your employees comfortable. I'm not saying that you give them highest comfort level, that they don't perform the task, but we're talking about that they need comfortable behavior, a comfortable approach to perform those tasks, those tasks comfortably in the organization. And then we have the second one, if you see, that's recognition. As we talked about this earlier as well, this recognition is such a tool that will make even unmotivated employees to be likely more motivated. Recognition is such a tool. It's a respect. And by the way, you must remember the respect is not demanded, it's commanded. You respect people, they start respecting you. But even you feel that some people not respecting back, you keep continuing respecting them because you are human resource department. So what I'm saying in this particular point is that you keep recognizing the efforts, keep appreciating the efforts of people, keep supporting them, recognize their work, take the names in the meetings, send email to everybody mentioning that somebody, Mr. John has done this one, Jessica has done this one. You keep putting the names of the people who are the high performers in your company. And if you maintain kind of such appreciation, such recognition, this will make them highly motivated, and the salutary effect of such a thing will be on other employees who will start working as well. And this will be kind of message to those employees who are not putting efforts. They start putting their efforts for the achievement of organizational goals. So that is the tool, a recognition tool that will help you to put your people back on the track. And the third point, if you see here, the money, financial incentives always work in the companies. Of course, this is like intrinsic and extrinsic motivational levels and all that you might have heard about. But money is something that is sometimes employees feel that we are not asking you to pay us more, you just pay us what we deserve. And if you really found out who is the deserving one, then you will be able to motivate employees for companies' objectives. So you have to see that financial incentives always work in the companies, and definitely people work for you for finances. People work for you for their for incentives. And if you got to come up with the deserving incentives, deserving salary range, deserving wages, those to those employees, then I think people will get a message that this organization is really a fair organization, a good organization. So, why reward management? That's why we have just talked about these three things. For you to learn as HR specialist, understand that there are some of the comfort seeker in the organization. You talk to them, find out, and try to give a comfort level to some extent in form of tools, in form of empowerment, in form of proper temperature, in form of offices, in form of ergonomics, all other things which are required to any human being to perform things positively. And then second one, as I have talked about, recognition, that's respect and appreciate their work. And then finally, you have to give them salaries to the standards and to the abilities somebody possesses. Now we have to work on that. Why do we give rewards to employees? And that is about the purpose of rewards to employees. Now, if you talk about this purpose, definitely is a purpose to motivate them. Is definitely is a purpose to attract the right talent. I mean, if you feel that there are some talented people, are so skilled, intellectual capital, people working in your competitors, why they are not working with you? Do you have anything to attract them? Or you have to attract people who are still working with you so that they don't feel like going out. So rewards, the purpose is to attract and retain the high performance people in the organization. So for that reason, you have to put good rewards. You have to be proactive before somebody leaves. You have to increase the rewards to those people so that they stay and don't even think to apply somewhere else. So the first purpose is attracting the right talent and definitely retaining the high performance, retaining the right talent as well in the organization. There are many purposes. Look at the third one, motivating employees towards peak performance. Because you want to put rewards and you want to get the good actually performance in the organization. That's why you might have heard about some companies, they have a pay for performance, they have pay for recognition, they have loads of activities they do. And in your company also, you try to find out some interesting activities related to reward system. Give them some coupons, give them some employee of the month, give them, employee of the year, give them some the employee of the high performer. All of these things, you plan some of these strategies, anything that leads to the motivation of employees, so that those employees can be productive for your company. So purpose of rewards to employees is definitely is to attract, retain, and motivate them so that they can perform better. And this continues the purpose. We are supposed to align those all rewards with the business goals. Definitely the rewards are being given to the employees because they have some targets to achieve in the organization, so are definitely related with the business goals as well. And one of the things which I like about this one, the reward systems actually pool of talented employees in the company, because every time they're getting same rewards, every time they're getting some increment, every time they're getting some promotions, every time they're getting some appreciation, every time they are being valued, every time they are being respected. So there are some pool of talented people who are always to the side of companies performance, companies progress. So for that reason, when you are giving such rewards to the people who are deserving one, they try to work hard more, they try to achieve more in the company. So that's one of the pool you building in your organization. You're building foundations, you're building pool, you are accumulating that all talent in your company, and you are giving them due rewards. So you are creating such a great environment, a great talented pool in your company. And in the continuation of that, companies are safer with talented employees who can provide solution of any problem. Definitely, if you have good people, motivated people, I really don't think that your company can have any issue. The issue comes when employees are not putting efforts. When employees are not putting effort, there might be various reasons that they are not happy with the company, they're not happy with the reward system, they're not happy with their incentives and all that. For that reason, you're always supposed to give good rewards so that employees always feeling in safer hands. They say, oh, this is a great company. So these are quite a few things which I have talked about, the purpose of rewards for you to learn, because this was about the reward system. And employees are being motivated in all of the rewards. All of the top companies you might have seen, even you talk about yourself when you go back to an organization, why you are going to the organization. Have you, today I ask you a question, can you list down some of the points that motivate you more? And can you list down some of the things that could be cause of demotivation to yourself? If you answer these questions, you'll come to know that how much reward system is really important one. How much reward system is, giving rewards to employees is important. There's a huge benefit of giving positive and required and deserving rewards to people. So that's a greater sign of the organization. Very basic one. There are some more components of rewards. As we talked about, there are some of the intrinsic rewards, personal satisfaction, growth opportunities, and recognition. This we have talked about, and this is like self satisfaction. People feel so good, and this intrinsic rewards make people, this appreciation make people to be more loyal, and they are always becoming a spokesperson. They always talk high things about company. They are, you are turning those employees with your appreciation, turning them to be more loyal, to be more representative, to be more having sense of ownership in the company. Those all implies building their approach for the positive growth of the company. So for that reason, intrinsic rewards are really important one that you have to manage in the company. Give them appreciation, recognition, so they will have personal satisfaction, and they will feel some of the growth opportunities in the company. And then we have extrinsic rewards. Definitely these are going to be about salaries, bonuses, benefits, perks, promotions, all of these things. These are the things that people stay in the company. These are things that make people stay in the company, make people loyal for the company, make people work more in the company, make people to think out of the box for the growth of the company. So all of the extrinsic rewards should also be managed positively in the company. And definitely men types of rewards. This is kind of reputation, monetary rewards, the cash bonus, salary we talked about, and some of the non-monetary, which we have talked about. An intrinsic concept is about recognition programs, professional development, flexi work arrangements. All of these things really make employees motivated in the company. So you can imagine the things we're talking about are the extreme quality things that make employees motivated in the company. That's why reward management is one of the best things that we have to learn and apply in the organizations. And then you see reward management challenges and some of the positive initiatives. Some of the positive initiatives could be like you align the efforts of employees with the organizational goals. And if we talk about that, we manage ensure rewards are aligned with the broader business objectives. Definitely, that has no other issue, but that is something special that you always try to align the goals of the people with business goal. So when you're appreciating them, they are putting effort, they are achieving those goals, and you giving them more rewards and giving the message to other employees that look, these are the employees who helped us to achieve our business objective. So that's why we decided to appreciate them, to give them more salaries. All intrinsic, extrinsic rewards we are giving to those deserving people, and in this way everybody else will be trying better to come up with the level as motivated employees are having that reward management. And of course customization, flexibility, these are some of the things that tailor rewards to meet the diverse needs of employees, because customization is something that what they need, how they can do, you are with them so that you can provide some flexibility, kind of empowerment to them. And definitely one of the best point is transparency. You got a clear communication about how rewards are earned and distributed. This is something that is the responsibility of human resource management, to provide the detailed criteria of performance, detailed criteria of reward, detailed criteria how somebody is rewarded. And if you hide any of the things that people are not understanding your criteria, they will be demotivated. Even then they don't deserve to get the rewards, but they will always keep talking. But if there's a clarity, all of them having the same clarity, then they will think that, okay, we are not rewarded because we don't deserve, and deserving people will be rewarded. They believe that they're deserving because of these yardsticks, of these criteria the company offers to them. And this is what maintaining fairness and equity, that's also in transparency as well, because people will feel that they are having the rewards which are fairly distributed in the company. Balancing cost with effectiveness, this is from the company point of view, from the organization point of view, that how you balancing cost with effectiveness. Are you giving too much rewards and you're not getting organizational effectiveness? Are you getting the rewards that really provides effectiveness in the organization? So you try to balance them all. And it definitely is going to be adapting to changing workforce demographics and expectations of the employees. Which country you're operating, which region you're operating, which taxes are there, maybe some of the prices going up of some of the accommodations, everything. So you try to help employees with the changes of currency ups and downs where you're operating. So all of those things, HR actually keep a focus on these things, and they try to implement in their own company so that their employees are not being affected. So this was just a very brief session about reward management and recognition. So I wanted to compile these all points for you and explain for you so that you can be a good professional HR person. And these are really important things what I have just talked about in the previous slide, that why reward management and what is the purpose of that. If you really understand this, when you go back to the organization, you have to observe what things your organization is offering to them and what things you can initiate more to make employees loyal in the company. And in this way, we come to an end of this very brief session, the reward management. Be a smart HR professional. Recognize and appreciate your employees. And that is the touchstone for this one. Thank you very much. Great to know that you have completed number 18, that was about reward management and recognition. Thanks for your attendance. I look forward to seeing you soon in the next session. Thank you very much.